Fab. Okay, it is Wednesday, the 18th of October here at Calon FM, and with me in the studio is David Subacchi. He's graciously come back for a third day. He is our Artist of the Week, a local poet, an amazing... I can't actually put words, actually, which is probably the reason why I'm not a poet, to sort of describe, because but anyway, we won't go down that road. We'll be here forever. I mean, is there any particular audience that you write to or towards, or is there any... I mean, if I was saying, right, okay, here I am, I'm going to write a piece about Wrexham.
Yeah.
And the idea is that, and then I think, obviously you need to give think of the subject, but is there a particular, and I would think, right, okay, I would like to, if that I'm unhappy about, say, the amount of cigarette ends that, I'm okay about that, by the way, Crown. I'm not trying political. I'm just giving that as an example.
Yeah.
And I wanted to write something, and so I suppose really I'd be trying to write to our other Wrexhamers, our other Wrexhamites, to say, stop putting cigarettes out on the roads because it's bad, or chewing gum's bad. So really, I suppose I'm pinpointing an audience. Do you ever do that, or do you just sort of write what to hear and you for people to listen?
Yeah, I do that. I try not to preach at people. I would never say, don't do this or do this and don't do that. But I think it's part of the job of a poet to lift the area in which the poet lives. And I write a lot about Wrexham and the history of Wrexham, which is a tremendously interesting history and a proud history. And when I write about the town, I try to lift things up rather than drag things down. We have problems here, and like every town, but I'm trying to lift up all the time. I write a lot about what's in the news.
Yeah.
People love me to write about famous people or celebrities who've died, sort of tribute poems. I do a lot.
You've not just done celebrities. Well, yes, a local celebrity. I remember one about Les Evans. He was very much, for anyone who's been to a Wrexham game for the last 40-odd years, they would have seen him and his character as he took photos. So...
Yeah, and I wrote about the guy who used to ring the bell at the Wrexham games as well when he died a few years ago.
Oh, right.
Remember the bell that used to be rung during a Wrexham game?
Yes.
In the cop end.
Yes.
You hear this bell ringing and you think, who's ringing the bell? Why are they ringing the bell? Well, this guy rung the bell for years. And no one could quite work out why he was ringing it at particular points in the game. And it wasn't just when Wrexham had scored or when we were losing or anything. They would just ring at odd times. And my theory was that he rung it to heighten the tension. So that was great fun writing that. And I've written a poem recently, and I don't write many children's poems, I have to say, because it's not something I've had much practice at. But I wrote one recently called Electric Kettle, which, if you like, I'll read to you.
I would love you to, David.
And the reason I wrote this was I was asked to write something that for under 12s that would teach them something about science. Well, I'm the last person to teach anybody about science. Don't know too much about science myself. Anyway, this is called Electric Kettle. Gather round, everyone. See what I've got. This electric kettle turns cold water into hot. Fill it with cold water and then connect it up. Switch it on and soon boiling water for the cup. Electricity flows in. The element resists. The process creates heat. That's when you'll hear a hiss. And when waiting for a kettle to boil, impatience is quite pointless, for water will only boil at 100 degrees Celsius. Gather round, everyone. Be it made of plastic or metal, the fastest way to boil water is with an electric kettle.
Thank you again.